Pokemon Z. Pokemon Zaza. This game surprised me a little bit. I thought it was gonna be not that great. Well, let me start over. If you're a big Pokemon fan, I should say, you're gonna like this game. It's just more Pokemon. Especially how much of a success Pokemon Legends Arceus was, which I really like Legends Arceus. I was pretty sure they were gonna make more because these were pretty interesting. It explains the lore and it explains more interesting facts about a region. Legends Arceus was in the past of the Sinnoh region. This is in the future of the Kalos region. And arguably, this is probably like the least, how do I say, region that has been explored compared to all of them, in my opinion. They only made X and Y, and then I think they made a Rangers game, and that's it. The interesting thing about this version is that it was kind of rumored for a while that it was a thing. A lot of people expected they would make a Z version back when X and Y came out, but they didn't. And then, like I said, there was rumors of the game here and there, but it never really came out to be. But here we go. Many years later, it's out. I'm not going to go through so many spoilers, but this game, spoiler alert, this game takes place 5 years after X and Y, so if you played X and Y, you'll recognize some characters. The one underwhelming thing about this game, I did not like that. I did not like it. In Legends Arceus, sure, you don't get to travel the whole Sinnoh region, but you get to travel a lot, like most of it, you know, like the important cities. In this one, you only get to travel Lumio City. I don't know how to say it, whatever you want to say it. Yeah, and it's the biggest city in the Kalos region, but just one city?
No, I did not like that. I did not like that one bit, actually.
I don't know why they decided to just do one city. There's a side of me that tells me that I think they did that so they can make the game smaller. And there's another side of me that says,
oh, well, we wanted to put so much detail in only one city,
you know? It's the same thing where, like, an example, Starfield. People really wanted it just, like, to have 6 or 7 planets detailed, right? But they actually made a bunch of other planets that weren't very detailed. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm assuming they wanted to make one town, but it's going to be super, like, detailed and all that, and you're good to do a lot of stuff in the town.
There's only one problem with that.
Which, by the way, it is good. That is I mean, if the city is big enough to explore and it takes up the whole game, then sure. But there's only one problem with that. This city is not that detailed. I mean, you've already seen the memes. People making fun of the walls, how they just painted a window and some, like, a balcony. Like, why even do that? Why not just make a regular wall if you're not going to put the effort to actually input a balcony? Another problem is that they always have these stores that look cool, but you can never go in, which kind of destroys the purpose of making one whole city that you can explore. I hope they don't do this trend with the Legends franchise. I want to explore the whole region. I want to be more, I love the Pokemon lore. I'm a lore guy, and doing that is really annoying. That really, like, annoyed me. I'm like, ugh. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make the other towns more available with DLC or something? Is that what we're gonna do? The Mega Evolutions. My god, the Mega Evolutions are kind of bad. I mean, some of the Kalos starter Mega Evolutions were pretty cool, but I mean, there's some that are just like, what is that? Like, I didn't really like the Dragonite Mega Evolution, and do not even get me started on the Starmie evolution. Pretty sure you guys have seen the memes. But I mean, the music is good. I'm a big sucker for music. Pokemon always kills it with the music, you know. It has a nice little, you know, it has a nice little beat. Remixes of the old songs from the X and Y version. I like the gameplay. The gameplay is fun. I like it. They can really do something with, like, other and future Pokemon games. I really want them to improve it. It looks like they're trying to, like, get a very good, addicting, even more addicting gameplay than they already have, because let's be honest, Pokemon does something right. It's doing something right that has stayed alive forever. But yet at the same time, they are really doing bad with the quality of their games. I mean, for example, no voice acting still. They can do it, they just don't want to, but they can do it. I feel like I feel like Pokemon suffers the same thing as Call of Duty does, you know, making a game every year, but it's not that great. I feel like they both get so much money that they kind of ask themselves, what's the point of putting effort in a game instead of just taking them out, you know, once a year? I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we could dislike that all we want, and trust me, I dislike it, but it makes sense. I mean, do we not want a Pokemon game each year? We're so addicted to the franchise, it just makes sense. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's Pokemon. If you like Pokemon, I like Pokemon. I'm a sucker for Pokemon. You're gonna like this game. It's really cool. I really didn't like that they charged for that DLC when the game didn't even come out yet. Every time they charge for DLC in Pokemon games, I know that's endgame content. I know it's endgame content. content and you guys cut it to make DLC. Let's just be honest. Another thing that really annoyed me, and every game is guilty on this, is the tutorial. The tutorial is so long. I am not kidding. I actually stopped playing for a while after I finished the tutorial, like just for a day, just because that tutorial like drained me. I don't know, but it was just so annoying. I don't like it when games do that. Pokemon does this, and a lot of games do that. They need to stop with the long tutorials, man. You just gotta throw me out there, especially in a Pokemon game where you're supposed to go out and do whatever you want, kinda. Yeah, please. Every game, a word of advice for Pokemon in every game: no more long tutorials, please. Just give me a fast tutorial, and if I have a question, put a help screen or whatever on the pause options or something like that. But I got really annoyed with the tutorial in this game. But yeah, overall, it's a good game. It has some parts that it's like, oh, this is cool, but I feel like it just gets overshadowed with like bad stuff of, you know, what the Pokemon franchise suffers from right now. Other than that, though, I really wish they make more Legends games, like more Legends games for the other regions. That would be dope. Keep putting different starters, keep making their final evolutions different. They did that in Legends Arceus. They did it in this one, but they put the Mega Evolutions, I guess, so I guess they're kind of different. And just let's keep improving, you know. Hopefully one day they can put voice acting, one day they can touch up the graphics. I mean, these graphics are just, look, I've always said I'm not much of a graphic guy. As long as the game looks decent that I can play, I don't mind the graphics too much. But it gets to a certain point that, like, yeah, these graphics are pretty bad. I mean, come on, guys, like, let's touch up the graphics, let's put some voice acting, and that would be a good step forward. I really would like, and this goes for every game, stop being so greedy with the DLC. It's getting really annoying. It seems like they always give us less and they charge more little by little, but I feel like that's with everything right now. Anyways, what do you guys think about the game? Did you guys think it was cool, or did you guys think it was bad, what everyone's saying? I personally, I like the game. It's fun as long as it's good. I can really like look over some things, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, this game has a lot of bad stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think about the game? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe. It helps a lot. Like, comment how my opinion wasn't very valid. You know, if you want to voice your opinion, that's cool. But subscribe, guys. Seriously, it helps a lot if you guys do that, and it would mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys on the next one.